The political parlor game has begun, the race for the White House 2024. So let's start with the current occupant. What is President Biden's decision, run or not run? He has not confirmed his plans, at least not publicly, and should he decide to run for re-election, even the timing of an announcement is an important part of any candidate's strategy. And according to in an article published just this morning, the president's lack of public decision is making some Democrats impatient. Politico notes Democratic governors J.B. Pritzker of Illinois and Gavin Newsom of California have both kept key advisors and aides from their campaigns, which suggest that they may want to run. Meanwhile, don't forget Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders. Sanders has not ruled out a primary run if President Biden chooses not to campaign. Meanwhile, South Carolina Republican Senator Tim Scott may be laying the groundwork for his own presidential bid. National correspondent Mike Carter is live in Des Moines, Iowa with the latest. Mike?
Hey, good afternoon, Greta. Well, Senator Scott says America has a crisis of hope and a crisis of faith. It's one of the reasons he's making multiple stops in Iowa today as part of his Saving America listening tour. The senator is not running for president as of yet, but that hasn't stopped many conservatives from wondering whether he'll be the next GOPer to throw his hat in the race for 2024. South Carolina Senator Tim Scott isn't running for president just yet, but he wouldn't have to change much in this speech if that changes.
If you wanted a blueprint to ruin America, you'd keep doing exactly what Joe Biden has allowed the left to do for the last 2 years.
Scott is the only black Republican in the U.S. Senate and says his experiences growing up in South Carolina allow him to connect with a cross-section of voters who may have traditionally dismissed the GOP.
I grew up in North Charleston, South Carolina, in the kind of neighborhood that liberals claim they're helping when they defund and demonize the police. So I want the left to hear me clearly. Your soft on crime policies are killing us, literally.
I'm personally actually a Democrat. I didn't know too much about him, but I found his speech really nice to watch, especially me also being a person of color here in America.
1 year ago, Joe Biden said that the new voting law in Georgia was Jim Crow 2.0. My family lived through the real Jim Crow.
I think he's a fantastic senator. I love what he's doing in police reform, working across the aisle with Senator Cory Booker. I think he's a really fantastic senator.
For now, the 57-year-old South Carolina senator says he's looking to have conversations about restoring faith in America. As a growing Republican field for 2024 wonders if he'll be part of the conversation.
I understand that President Biden lives in the past because he's been in Washington for 50 years. But we need new leaders who will lift us up, not tear us down.
And Greta, that's the Restoring Faith in America listening tour. I want to make sure we get that in there, not the Saving America listening tour. Tim Scott all around Iowa today, in Des Moines earlier this morning with the governor of Iowa talking about school choice. He says Republicans need to be the party of parents. Tonight, he's meeting with GOP donors in the greater Des Moines area. So it does look like, if you're reading the tea leaves, he's positioning himself to be one of those next Republicans to throw his hat in the ring for 2024. Greta?
Mike Carter, thank you. CPAC Chairman